On my first professional practical placement, I had the opportunity to observe and teach at a primary school located on the northwest coast of Tasmania. This is a medium-sized government school with a lower socio-economic status. I chose the Year 6 class to develop students' ICT capability from my selected digital teaching resource. The digital teaching resource that was chosen to develop ICT capabilities for the Year 6 class is called Plickers. Plickers is a formative assessment software where QR codes are used as a tool to help students identify the appropriate learning criteria their performance would fit under. For this to function, the student rotates the round token so the top criteria will match the column allocated on the pin board. Each criteria used for Plickers is WOW, A grade, got it, B grade, getting there, C grade, and not yet, D grade. Once each student has found their numbered Plicker, they place it under the criteria they are achieving. This process is completed by each student so the teacher can scan the whole class's response with a smart device. The camera scans the QR codes instantly and the data gets transferred into the app as evidence of student learning and progression. Strengths of Plickers include it's fast and efficient with collecting feedback and evidence of student learning, and it keeps students on task and engaged because they are directing their own learning. Weaknesses of Plickers include it may affect students' motivation to learn because they might not be achieving what the rest of the class is, and there are some other examples in the table to see. Plickers would be appropriate for student engagement because it enables them to direct their own learning. This allows students to put ownership on their performance, and it involves them to engage with purposeful feedback from the teacher to correct mistakes. Plickers would also be appropriate for developing their ICT capability because it is simple to use and operate for the selected class. Here you can see two elements from the Australian curriculum and two sub-elements that develop the ICT capabilities of my chosen Year 6 class. This teaching resource aligns with the first element because students literally have to assess their performance in relation to a given criteria. Two resources I considered was Kahoot and Idokio. Both of these digital teaching resources are a tool to assess and record student achievement. The reason I chose Plickers was because this Year 6 class does not have access to individual devices in HPE due to budget and behaviour management issues. When using Plickers, students could be dishonest by placing their token in the wrong criteria column, and they could disrespect a classmate by degrading their performance. A strategy I will use to ensure safe, responsible and ethical use of ICT is to have a poster and a discussion that outlines boundaries and expectations of students. Plickers helps facilitate links between health and physical education and mathematics within the topic of abstract design. Here is an example of this topic applied in mathematics, and here are how students can connect fractions, decimals and percentages in HPE. This example is to find different surface areas of a basketball court with the application of using Plickers to record their answers.